and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Today we'll be talking about the books that I want to read in January. I know I said that I wasn't going to do TBRs in 2021 anymore, but I am participating in a couple of buddy reads this month, so I did just want to film this to let y'all know what I'll be reading. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you like the content here. I would really appreciate it, and without any further ado, let's get right into it. The first book that I'm reading in the month of January is one that I actually already finished. I binged it and read it over like a day and a half. That book is Luster by Raven Leilani. I can't wait to talk about this book in my January wrap up, but essentially in this we follow our main character Edie, or Edie, not sure how to pronounce her name. It's E-D-I-E, Edie, I believe. She's in her early 20s and she just got evicted from her home. She also lost her job and she's making a lot of promiscuous sexual choices. She ends up meeting a guy who is in an open marriage and eventually ends up moving into his home at the request of his wife. It's a very interesting book, super saucy, very dark but witty, and I can't wait to talk more about it. The next book on this list is one that I'll be buddy reading with the book Pearl. I know some people from Shelf Space are also buddy reading this, and that is The Well of Ascension. This is book number 2 in the Mistborn trilogy, and I can't wait to be back in this world. I love Vin, and I want to see how she grows as a character. I want to know what happens, and so far I've started it. I read maybe 3 or 4 pages already, and I like it so much better already than Mistborn. I really enjoyed Mistborn, but something about this one I already love, and I feel like it's going to be a 5-star read for me, but we'll see. Next book on this list is one I picked up because I participate in the Interstellar Book Club, which is a science fiction book club that is hosted by Coffee Over Apples. I will leave her channel down below as well as her Discord. And this month the book pick is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I believe this is part of a series of 4 books. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they're reading all 4 books this month. I think I will only be participating reading this book in particular, just because I really have a lot of books on this TBR and I don't want to overwhelm myself. But I'm also excited to say that Alan from the Library of Alexandria is also buddy reading this on his Discord. So if you want to join either or, I will leave both of their channels down below and also the Discord. That way you can go ahead and participate. This is my second Becky Chambers book. The first one I read is To Be Taught If Fortunate, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a very quiet, introspective book, very character driven, and so I can't wait to pick up more works by Becky Chambers. Another book that I'm actually currently reading called The Vanished Birds, it's also very Becky Chamber-esque. It's also very character driven and it's a very slow burn science fiction novel, and I'm also very excited to talk about that at the end of January. The next book on my list is All Systems Red. This is by Martha Wells and it's part of her Murderbot Diaries. This was a gift from Charmaine, so thank you so much. She is a wonderful bookstagrammer who is, I believe, starting a YouTube channel very soon, but I'll go ahead and leave her Instagram down below if you want to follow her. Charmaine adores the Murderbot Diaries, so I can't wait to start one of her favorite reads. I don't really know much about the Murderbot Diaries other than it's very funny and quirky, and I really need something light this month. The next 2 books on this list are part of a year-long readathon that I am hosting. If you want any more details, I'll go ahead and link the announcement video up in the cards, and I'll also link down my Discord down below if you want to participate. But essentially the point of this year-long readathon, called Shop Your Stash, is essentially to read the books on your shelves. As some of you may know, I went on a book buying ban in all of 2021, and that is because I have way too many books on my shelves that I haven't read. So this readathon is really aiming for me to tackle my physical TBR, and I also want to help you tackle your own physical TBR. One of the prompts is to read the longest book on your TBR, and that can be interpreted in many ways. It can either be the longest, meaning the longest book that you have in terms of page count, or it could be the longest book that you've had on your TBR, meaning the oldest. So for this prompt, I did choose The Stand by Stephen King. I'm slowly but surely making my way through Stephen King's works. So far, I've read The Shining and Pet Sematary, and I can't wait to continue. I'm still deciding if I think Stephen King is brilliant or if he has great ideas but is an author that may or may not work for me. I'm hoping I find out by the end of the stand. So I'm really excited to get into this because I love post-apocalyptic literature, and I heard this is also dark fantasy. So I have really high expectations for this one. I am also buddy reading this on the Discord, so if you're going to read the stand this month, go ahead and come join us. The next book on my list is part of the other prompt in January, which is to read a book in a genre that you don't normally read, or to read a book outside of your comfort zone. For me, that would be romance. I don't read a lot of romance. Actually, I think that there's only 5 or 6 total romance books in my entire physical TBR. They just, I don't know what it is about them. Maybe I just haven't found my niche within romance. Maybe I'm just bitter. I have no idea. But my other pick for this month is You Had Me at Hola by Alexis Daria. This is a contemporary romance, I believe, and I really don't know anything about this book. So I'm hoping that I like it. We'll see. I don't know. I'm starting to think romance is not for me. I do like romance in other genres, like if there's romance in fantasy books or romance in like thrillers, but I don't know what it is about just romance books. Maybe I just haven't found the trope that I really enjoy, but I'm hoping that I find it this year. The last book on my TBR this month is one that I'm hoping I get in time. I don't own a physical copy on it and I can't buy it because I'm on a book buying ban. So it is on hold at my library. Again, just crossing my fingers that I get it. And that is The Midnight Library. Over at Andy's channel, she is buddy reading The Midnight Library. I'll also go ahead and link her Discord and her channel down below. And I've just heard wonderful things about this book, so I really want to read it and hopefully it comes in on time. Hey y'all, this is Editing Alicia, talking about feeling overwhelmed and doing buddy reads in January. I forgot to mention 2 books that I will be reading. The next one is going to be Skyward by Sanderson, and that is going to be a buddy read in Gregory's Discord, so I'll go ahead and link his channel and his Discord down below as well. This is one that I know for sure I will be reading because my library had it and it was available, so I didn't have to place a hold on. That was the trash truck passing by. The second one of those is City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett. And that is the monthly pick for the Shelf Space Discord. That is one that I did have to put on hold with my library, so I don't know if I'll get to it in time, but it's one that is a potential read for me. So that was it. Those were all the books that I'm reading in January. Let me know down below what you're most excited to get to. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!